Wagwan, my loves, is Knowledge Butterfly. As always, sending you guys out peace, blessings, love, and abundance on this beautiful Venus day. I am so excited because I do have something new in the works that is coming up, and it is actually a part of my soul's purpose. I'm finally stepping into my soul's purpose. I should say finally, because when I started doing this YouTube channel, it was actually the initiation into walking into my soul's purpose, because me doing these vlogs, talking about my own journey, and also giving you guys information as my higher self and the ancestors provided to me. Because when I tell you, like, my spirit and the ancestors have definitely been working on me, and I meditated a couple of days ago, and they actually gave me a new name for the energy that I am currently have just tapped into. And really briefly, I'm not going to tell you what the new venture is until tomorrow on my Saturn day, because I learned that because um, my day of birth, which is a 26th day and totals to the number 8, is best for me to um, do business decisions on an eighth day in an eighth month. Like next month will be August, so I'm actually going into August with this new business venture. So it's everything's just really like the stars. Everything is just lining up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like really excited, y'all. Um, but anywho's, what I wanted to say was talk about briefly. First, I'll talk about how um, when you level up and you start to take on a new type of energy, what happens is a lot of times people will change their name, or they'll take it on another name. And because I feel a kinship and a sisterhood and a queen connection to a goddess connection to Erica Badu. Shout out and big up her beautiful energy. She's beautiful inside and out, honey. Um, she is also born on the 26th day of her month. She was born in February. And I was born in November, so we both are 26 sisters, which means that we are both ruled um, by the planet Saturn as well, and that influences our energy deeply. You know what I'm saying? That's why we're both um, very influenced and very interested in the occult, the darkness, the dark side of things, because they call Saturn the planet of the perfect black. You know what I'm saying? But that's getting into a whole nother thing. But I brought her up because Erica Badu goes by many names. I feel like I have that same type of energy. So my channel is Knowledge Butterfly. That is my YouTube name for my channel. However, my name is Tiffany Elisa. And, you know, of course, people that know me call me, my family calls me Tiffany, because I grew up with that energy, Tiffany, Tiffany, Tiffany. And that's also the energy I took into the workforce and the work field. When I went to Jamaica, I started to use my name Elisa, which only my mother called me Elisa. She was the only person, and she transitioned back in February of 2009. Um, and when I went to Jamaica, I decided to possess and take on that energy. So I started going by Elisa. So everybody in Jamaica, well, but one person, but everybody else called me Elisa or Eli or Ellie or L or whatever. So as you can see, different names came out of Elisa. And then now I have a new name that I was meditating the day after the partial lunar eclipse and the full moon. And the ancestors gave me a name. They gave me a name for this new energy and this new business venture, which I'm going to share with you guys on tomorrow. So like I said, I'm excited. I might even drop it at midnight, so be on the lookout for that, just in case, you know. But that's not what this video is about. I just wanted to share with you guys a little bit of excitement. um, this video is actually about levels to consciousness, and not getting caught up in where somebody else is, and also not getting caught up in the whole school of thought where you have to be at a certain level of consciousness for you to be able to share information. Because we are actually in an age of Aquarius, which is the age of knowledge, and is the age of sharing. So that's why you're going to have a lot of people who are becoming YouTube personalities and things like that, because we're in the Aquarius age. And on top of being in the Aquarius age, Uranus is in Taurus. And why that's important and why that actually has an impact on what's going on right now is because Uranus is the planet of new technology. Uranus is the rebel. Uranus is the planet of being a revolutionary. So that means that people are going to want to share information and share and share things utilizing new technologies. And not only that, because it's in Taurus, that's actually what solidifies it with tying into it being a physical manifestation, because Taurus is an earth sign. So people are going to want to create things and create avenues and ways of sharing information. And with this being the information age, it all plays um, into the energy that's going on right now. So people are actually falling right in line. The collective conscious is falling right in line with the energy that Uranus and Taurus is giving us. Okay, so that's one thing. But the other thing is the reason why it's important to not take um, one person's perception or perspective is because we are all unique. We are all divinely unique. We are all the same, but we're all different. And what I mean by we're all the same is that we all come from the same source. All energy, everything is energy, and everything comes from the same source. We're just down here in different images. And what makes us unique is our experience. So an ant is going to have a different experience than a cat. A cat is going to have a different experience than a dog. A dog is going to have a different experience than a butterfly. A butterfly is going to have a different experience than a human. And if you even break it down even more, each butterfly is going to have its own experience. Each dog is going to have its own experience. Each cat is going to have its own experience. Each human is going to have their own experience, because you can grow up like my parents had 4 daughters. Each one of us grew up with the same parents, but we still had our own experience because we have our own energy, and we all have different energy from other experiences that we've had. And so your parents are going to, even though all your parents, for the most part, most parents, or I should say most parents do say that they love all their children the same, they treat all their children the same, but that's really not the case, because everybody's energy interacts differently. You know what I'm saying? So someone incarnating into this life as a Capricorn, their energy is going to be different than mine's being a Sagittarius. They are earth sign and I'm a fire sign. So I'm going to come off a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, very blunt and not really sugarcoating shit in my words. And I'm also more of a free spirit than a Capricorn, where a Capricorn is going to be more structured, is going to be more grounded. You know what I'm saying? That energy is more grounded because it's more tied to the earth. So that is the same with all of us. We all are divinely unique based upon all of our lifetimes of incarnating in our experience in those incarnations. That energy is still attached to us, and that's what makes up really our uniqueness and our authenticity. And so I feel like in the conscious movement we had a lot of masculine energy, and that was definitely because we were coming out of a patriarchal society and a patriarchal world. And so a lot of the teachers, a lot of the master teachers, past, present, are men. And we're now just starting to have a lot of women come into the collective conscious and, get on YouTube and do different things and start to express that divine feminine energy. And that is very needed. Both energies are needed. However, that divine feminine energy is needed because most of the people that I hear saying, I have this degree or I have this going on, is men. And if you think about the patriarchal society and the way that it operates, it says that you have to have that Saturn, you have to have a certificate, the 4, because the number 4 actually solidifies a physical manifestation. That's how things come into this physical reality, is by the number 4. The number 4 is tied to the root chakra. The root chakra symbol has 4 petals on the lotus. So all of that ties into it, and I'm actually going to get into that more when I talk about the chakras. I'm going to do a video talking about how manifestation works, what each chakra actually does, and how the order, in order for you, a physical manifestation to come into place. The ancestors actually revealed that to me as well. So I'm going to do a video on that. But right now I'm going to get back into why it's important to have an understanding that there are levels to consciousness. So this is not to throw any digs at anybody, because everybody is definitely has a right to their point of view. However, what I'm saying to you is, don't get caught up in other people's point of views, and don't get caught up in other people's perspectives. Anybody can share information. Anybody can freely share it. This is a free will universe, so feel free to share information. However, it is up to you as to what information you're going to digest and you're going to take in, because I did a video talking about how information is energy that's forming your mind. It's going inward, and it's forming your mind. It's forming your perspective and how you see things. So you have to be able to have the capacity to know what you should take in and what you should not take in. It's literally like how you take in food, and your cells know what energy is beneficial, because your cells transfer or translate that food into light. So whatever frequency that food is. So like if you're eating a red apple, then the energy is going to be turned into translated as red light, and so that red light might be feeding your root chakra. All right, because your cells are intelligent, and it knows exactly how to keep the body operating properly, and that's your physical body, and that's all of your spiritual bodies, your spiritual, your emotional, your mental, and all of that. All right, so see, I just start getting into all this other information, which is all pertinent information, but the basis of the video is there is levels to consciousness, and the divine feminine energy is very needed in this time, because it is more of a woman to have that understanding, just like a mother sees all of her children's gifts and will try to bring out each one of those gifts and cultivate each one of those gifts and nurture each one of those gifts in each one of her children. That is a good mother will do that, and where else a father might want you to try to do all of your children to do things the same exact way, even though each one of you possess a different energy. That is what a lot of the male teachers will give you, that whole thing, and also try to feel like information is something you can own. We don't own any of this. All of this is borrowed. These bodysuits are borrowed. These homes and cars are borrowed. Ask anybody who's transitioned, any of the ancestors who transitioned on, who came into a physical form. They couldn't take none of this shit with them, including this body. So the information, that's why we are sharing it with each other, because this information is actually something that is for all of us. It's not just for one person, and nobody has a license on information. Now you can definitely write books on that information, because that information was given to you to share to people, and then you can sell it. You can definitely feel free to sell it, but to act like you are the only one because it came to you first, it don't mean nothing. I haven't heard anybody else talking about the 44 in the way that I talked about the 44, but I'm not sitting here going on a tangent like can't nobody else talk about the 44. I was just blessed with that information from the ancestors, and they gave me a deeper meaning into that, because all the information that comes out, there are different levels to that information. Just like we have 7 main chakras, when we are digging to get to the root of it, to the root chakra, digging to get to the surface of it, we're going to see something on the surface level at the very top. Then you're going to get deeper with that understanding, and get deeper and deeper, and the more and more and more and more you dig, the deeper you're going to get. It's literally like you go and you dig a hole in the dirt. You're going to continue to get deeper and deeper and deeper. That is our consciousness. So every time you go deeper into something, you are actually raising your consciousness, and that's how it works. So you you are fine exactly where you are. So anybody who is looking at somebody else and being like, oh, this person has this information, most of the people that I have come in contact to on YouTube and things like that, they have been doing this shit for 10 years minimum. Some of them 30 years, 35 years. I've only been doing my YouTube videos for a year now, and I've only been having a conscious awakening of my soul since 2016, meaning digging and learning, and craving information and learning more since 2016. And I didn't get into astrology and some of these subjects, mainly astrology, to 2017. But then I took a break from that because I was in Jamaica, and the whole time I was in Jamaica, I was just having a ball and having a good time. And when I came back here June 2018, I started back getting into my knowledge and reading and getting an understanding of things, because last year was my King of Clubs year. So it was definitely a year where I was soaking up a whole bunch of fucking knowledge. And so the more and more I started studying myself, the more and more I stopped chastising myself for not being at a level of other people, and realizing that everybody is at the level that they're supposed to be at. Everything is truly divine in the way that it unfolds. And when you do tap into your consciousness and you do start to begin your journey, you'll realize that you're actually playing out your role perfectly based upon the way the stars are aligned every time your solar return comes, which is your quote unquote birthday. Every time your solar return comes, the stars in the heavens are in a different position. Therefore, it's giving you a new path. So you still have the energy from when you incarnated. However, each year that you have a solar return, each year that you're still in a physical body, you're given a blueprint, a design, in order for you to meet, certain criteria, in order for you to level up and elevate. And I looked at my solar return from 2018, November 2018, and I have been following that path. I looked at the 2017 and I was following that path, and I didn't even know it. I didn't consciously know that I was even following the path of the stars. So like I said, everything is divine. So I just say all that to say that everything in the stars is totally aligned for you to be the best version of yourself. And as long as you are continually learning and you're continually growing, you will glow. Your light will continue to glow. Your light will continue to shine, and you will be the star that you were placed on this planet to be, honey. So that's all I want to say to you guys. And like I said, this is not a dig at the male teachers, because I've learned a lot from them and I send them nothing but love. However, as a mother, you know what I'm saying, of this planet Earth and of this universe, the goddess energy was definitely needed, so that we can usher in that motherly nurturing energy. We incarnate, we, even though we are both the masculine and feminine energies, we incarnate as a man and a woman for a reason, because a man brings certain energy that is needed and a female brings certain energy that is needed. So when we come in here as this feminine energy, we are literally the design of the feminine energy in a physical form, and the man is the design of the masculine energy in the form of a man. You know what I'm saying? And we express that energy in the way that it's supposed to be expressed when we are following our divine path. You know what I'm saying? We express it in the way that only we can do it. All right, so that's all I wanted to share with you guys. I definitely appreciate you for tuning in. And like I said, I have a special announcement. I'm very, very excited, because I am definitely ready to start walking in the next level of my path, of my journey, because I truly know my soul's purpose, and I've always known it. However, we had gotten away from trusting in our own voice, which is really our inner voice. And now I trust in my voice. So like I said, I appreciate you guys for listening and tuning in. For all the newbies who are waking up and who are just getting into it, you're good where you are. And you just trust in yourself, and you will be divinely guided and led to spiritual teachers whether that be on YouTube or whether that be face to face, and read as much as you can. And you will, if you allow yourself to trust yourself, you'll know the time that you're supposed to read books, and you'll know the time that you're supposed to cultivate that information that you read, that knowledge that you read, and you'll cultivate that knowledge into wisdom, and then that wisdom will be cultivated into understanding. And it won't be anything that you consciously and physically do. You'll just wake up one day and you'll be like, oh, I fucking get this shit, and you'll be applying it to your life. That's when you cultivate into understanding, when it's being applied into your life. All right, so just keep doing what you're doing. All right, I love you guys and I appreciate you. If you want to subscribe to my channel, click on the link in the video. You can follow me on my Facebook and my Instagram. I'm actually going to post my announcement on my Facebook and my Instagram as well as if you want to send me some support, because I'm going to change that from donation to support, because that's really what it is. It is supporting my channel, and it is supporting me. So if you want to support my Knowledge Butterfly channel, you can feel free to do so through my Cash App and my PayPal, and the links are in the description box as well. I appreciate you guys, and I love you.